Have you ever caught yourself saying, "I'm fine," even when you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or just not okay? Stay until the end, and you'll learn how to express your feelings naturally, speak with more confidence, and stop overthinking every sentence in English. Let's go! Hey Liam, do you ever just smile and say, "I'm fine," even when you're totally not?
Yeah, that happens to almost everyone. We just hide what we really feel and keep it simple.
Wow, that's so true. But why do we do that if it actually makes us feel worse?
We do it because we think talking about feelings is weakness, but keeping it inside only makes it grow.
Interesting. So it's like ignoring the problem actually feeds it, right?
Exactly. Emotions don't disappear when we ignore them. They just build up and get heavier over time.
Huh, that explains why sometimes I feel tired even when I didn't really do anything physical.
Yeah, emotional weight can be just as exhausting as physical effort, especially when you keep everything inside.
But what if I want to talk about my feelings and I just don't know how to explain them?
That's super common. It's not that you don't want to express it, you just don't have the words.
Really? I thought it was just me being bad at expressing myself.
Not at all. A lot of people feel things like chest pressure or random irritation, but don't know how to put it into words.
Wow, so feelings start more in the body than in words.
Exactly. Emotions are often physical first, and learning to talk about them means learning how to turn those sensations into simple language.
So I don't need to say something perfect or poetic?
Sure, you don't need anything complex. Sometimes just saying, "I feel overwhelmed and I don't know why," is already a powerful step.
That sounds much easier than trying to explain everything perfectly.
Yes, because fluency in emotions, just like in language, comes from simplicity, not perfection.
Interesting. But why does talking about feelings actually make us feel better?
There's a simple idea called affect labeling. When you name what you feel, your brain actually starts to calm down.
Wow, so just saying what I feel can calm me down?
Yeah. When you say, "I feel anxious," you create a little distance and stop the emotion from taking over.
That's amazing. So it's like I stop being the emotion and start understanding it.
Exactly. And that shift gives you more control and clarity, which naturally reduces emotional intensity.
That makes me think I should start talking to myself more.
That's actually a great idea, because even speaking out loud or writing your feelings down can activate the same calming effect.
But how do I choose the right person to talk to when I want to open up?
That's really important. Not everyone knows how to listen, so choose someone who lets you talk without interrupting or trying to fix everything.
Right. Sometimes people just jump in with advice when I only want to be heard.
Exactly. And being heard without judgment is often more helpful than receiving solutions right away.
So it's okay if the person doesn't solve my problem?
Sure. You see, the goal of expressing feelings is not always to fix something, but to release and organize what's inside you.
Interesting. But what if I don't have anyone to talk to at that moment?
Then you can write it down, record a voice note, or even talk to yourself. The important thing is to get it out.
Wow, I never thought writing could help in the same way as talking.
It does, because the brain processes language similarly whether you speak or write, so both can reduce emotional pressure.
Why do I hesitate so much when I try to speak in English?
That usually happens because you're overthinking and trying to translate everything before you speak.
Why do I always feel like I need to build the perfect sentence first?
Because you're trying to translate everything and be perfect at the same time, and that creates pressure before you even speak.
So, what should I do instead?
Focus on simple spoken chunks, which are natural phrases that people use all the time without thinking too much about grammar.
Can you give me some examples?
Sure. Instead of saying something formal like, "I am experiencing a high level of stress," you can say, I feel really stressed right now.
Wow, that sounds so much more natural.
Exactly. Or instead of I am unable to manage everything, you can say I can't handle everything right now.
That feels easier to remember too. So learning phrases is better than translating word by word?
Yeah, you see, translation slows you down, while chunks speed you up and build confidence.
So, how can I express my feelings in a simple and natural way in daily situations?
You can use short and direct phrases like, I feel tired today. I'm a bit stressed. I'm not feeling great. Or, I'm actually really happy about this.
That sounds so practical and real. What about in a work environment where things feel more formal?
Even at work, you can stay natural, like, I'm a bit overwhelmed, or I need more time.
Interesting. That sounds professional, but still human.
Exactly, because authenticity creates connection, even in professional settings.
Wow, I feel like I'm starting to understand this better now.
Yeah, you see, expressing feelings is not about complexity, it's about honesty and clarity.
And does being honest about feelings really affect how people around us behave?
Yes, and this is where something powerful happens. Because when you express your emotions honestly, you give others permission to do the same.
Really? So it creates a kind of chain reaction?
Exactly. It creates a domino effect where people feel safer to be real instead of pretending everything is perfect.
Wow, that's actually beautiful.
Yeah, because real connections are built through honesty, not through pretending everything is fine.
Huh. So being imperfect actually brings people closer.
Sure, and that realization is often a big breakthrough for learners and for personal growth.
I think I'm having that breakthrough right now.
And once you understand this, speaking about your feelings becomes less scary and more natural.
So, if I understand correctly, talking about feelings is not about being perfect, but about being honest, right?
Yes, honesty is the foundation of real communication, and when you focus, everything becomes simpler and more natural.
But what if I'm afraid people will judge me when I open up?
It's okay to feel that way, because courage is not the absence of fear. It's taking small steps even when you feel unsure.
So, I don't need to share everything at once?
Exactly. Start small, maybe with a simple sentence like, I've been feeling a bit off lately, and see how the conversation flows.
Interesting. That feels much more manageable.
Sure. And as you get more comfortable, you naturally start expressing more without forcing it.
But sometimes I don't even understand what I'm feeling. How can I talk about it then?
In that case, you can be honest about the confusion itself and say something like, I don't fully understand what I'm feeling, but something feels wrong.
Wow, I didn't know I could say that.
Sure. You see, clarity is not required to start speaking. Speaking is what helps create clarity.
That's really powerful, right?
Exactly, because expression organizes your thoughts and emotions step by step.
What are some common mistakes people make when trying to talk about feelings in English?
One big mistake is being too formal. For example, saying, I am experiencing emotional discomfort, instead of simply saying, I feel uncomfortable.
Wow, that sounds so unnatural now that you say it.
And another mistake is over-explaining, when a short sentence would be clearer and more natural.
Right? Sometimes less is more.
Yeah. And another common issue is hesitation, where people pause too much because they are trying to be perfect.
That's definitely me.
And when you reduce hesitation, your speech becomes smoother and more confident.
So confidence comes from flow, not perfection?
Sure. And that's a key mindset shift that changes everything.
Wow, I feel like I'm finally getting it.
You see? Once you stop trying to control every word, you start communicating more naturally.
Can you give me more real-life examples of natural responses?
Sure. If someone asks, "How are you?" you can say, "I'm doing okay, just a bit tired," or "I've been better, but I'm managing."
That sounds very real and human.
Exactly. Or if you're feeling good, you can say, "I'm feeling great today," or "I'm actually really happy right now."
Interesting. Those are simple but expressive.
Simplicity creates clarity and connection.
And what about when I'm stressed at work?
You can say, "I'm a bit overwhelmed right now," or "I have a lot on my plate today," which are very common expressions.
Wow, I've heard that before, but never used it.
And now you can start using it naturally in your conversations.
I feel more confident already.
Sure, confidence grows when you realize you already have the tools. You just need to use them.
So, what's the most important thing I should remember from all this?
The most important thing is that your voice matters, and expressing your feelings is not a weakness. It's a strength that helps you connect, grow, and feel lighter.
And how can I keep improving after this?
Practice a little every day. Speak without translating. Use simple phrases, and allow yourself to be imperfect.
Wow, that really changes how I see speaking English and expressing myself.
Exactly. And when you do that, you don't just learn English, you build real confidence.
So, in the end, talking about feelings is really about connection and not being alone, right?
Exactly. And once you can express how you feel, the next step is learning how to talk about your real life naturally.
Like talking about my weekend?
Exactly, because that's where real conversations happen. And in the next video, you'll learn how to talk about your weekend in a simple and confident way.
Oh wow, I definitely want that.
Then click the next video and let's keep building your confidence step by step.